Hey, it's Keith from KG's Garage here again. I'm just doing a little bit of work on the 53 Buick. It starts up, runs. Well, yeah, it does. Stops, does all the stuff it's supposed to do. One of the hood springs broke. This one's still good. Obviously, you can see it. The other one is gone. I'm trying to look for another one. I found a pair online, but they're like $150. So I'm trying to see if I can get something else that will work. I'm not sure exactly what the fix is for it. You know, what kind of spring I need to get. It's like 11 and a half inches long, the spring. So I don't know. What I'm doing today though is I'm going to try to get these seats out. This front seat, at least the front seat, and the back seat. I'm gonna try to figure out what I want to do with the interior on this thing. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just get the rear seats redone. I don't know how much that cost. I gotta look into that also. My other dilemma is this thing leaks like crazy. There's no seals. You can see like all these seals are shot. There's nothing. This is not going to keep any water out. So do I get nice seats, put them in here, and then just have them get ruined because water's going to come all in here? Oh look, or do I get new seals? I don't even know how the seals. Oh my God, this is just falling apart. You can actually see the ground from inside the car. So I'm not really planning on fixing any of the body work or anything like that. I just want to get everything working. I want to be able to sit in there and not feel like I'm in a garbage can with stuff deteriorating around me. So I want to pull all this stuff off, and I'll probably put new Dynamat or something up there, or maybe just spray it. I don't know. But the floor, I also want to see what the floors look like, so I want to get the seat out of here and see what that looks like. The other thing for the interior, I think I have you can see I have this one panel. I mean, it's garbage. But it'd be good for a template. I don't know if I have the other panels. I don't remember. If I do, I can use them as a template, and I'm just gonna get some, I don't know what, plastic or something. But the other thing is, like I just said, water is gonna get in. What do? I don't have a place to put it inside. If I had somewhere where I could put it inside all the time, everything's full. This is like my working bay, so stuff's in and out of there all the time. I got 2 vehicles in there. I just need to sell vehicles, I guess. But if I was going to put this inside all the time, I guess I wouldn't care if I got a nice interior and there was no seals. I'm not going to plan on driving it in the rain. If it does rain, I'll get caught and I'll have to deal with it. But I'm not going to drive it every day. I'm not going to take it out in the rain. So the thing with the front seats. Do I get these reupholstered with more of like a modern look? I like the bench seat, but I kind of like how they make them now. You can have a bench seat that looks like bucket seats. It's more contoured and everything, and maybe have like a little pull down thing, kind of like what they have in the back there. A pull down so you can put like cups in it and stuff like that. Or I have seats from a 2000 Chevy truck. It has a seatbelt already built in. That's what I kind of like, but everybody tells me the seats are too big. I'll show you an example. So this is my 2004 GMC Denali, right? Yeah, it's open. So the seats would be similar to like this, you know, with no mold on them, but it has a seatbelt built in. And these are really comfortable seats, and they're all power. Oh, there's no battery. And I think I even have a console. So I don't know, you would get into the Buick and it would look like this. And these seat covers are real cheap to get. You can get them in any color you want. I mean, the default colors like this, really cheap. A little bit more money if you get different colors. So I have, they're buried back here. They're gray. I think they're ripped. One of them's ripped up a little bit. But I want to see. I want to take it out. Take the bench seat out of the Buick and see what those seats look like inside of it. If I hate it, then I'll go back with the bench. I think the bench seat was probably comfortable. But the thing is with the seatbelt, I'm worried about the seatbelts. You know, how do I put a seatbelt, a shoulder belt, in this car? This never had seatbelts at all. Luckily, I guess it's the 4-door with the pillar here, and I can put it the top part here maybe, and then come down. I don't know where it would go, and then something down here. I'm sure there's some frame here I can grab. So I don't know. First thing, I'm gonna see if I can get the seat out, and I sprayed a bunch of penetrating grease oil on here, and luckily the rear ones are already gone. I don't know why, but there's no rear bolts in here. Front bolts are in. I'm thinking, I hope maybe, oh, they didn't take the seats out. They got the carpet. They just ripped the carpet out. I'm thinking maybe the seats have been out at one point, or the bolt is just rotted away. One of the two happened. So I don't know. I'll find out. Look at that. It's a weight savings when you do that. The more you close it, the more you drive it, the less it weighs. So I don't know. So this one over here only has one also. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to get that out and see what happens, and then the whole seat should come out. I don't think there's other. No, they don't have any other ones over here. It's just those. Yeah. On these bench seats, it's just the ones over here. I'll see if I can yank it out of there. See what happens. All right. I got the seats out. With help of my son, I got the seats out. This thing is a bear to get out. This thing's heavy. The back seat, not a problem. That thing just came right out. It wasn't even bolted in. I don't even know if it bolts in. Let's see what's on the other side here. I don't see any way that this thing bolts in. What the heck? These are springs covered in. Wow, that's old. It looks like the seat was recovered at one point. Probably looks like a job I would have done. Yeah. So the original stuff's underneath it, and they just put some black vinyl crap on top of it. Yeah, that's what they did. Black vinyl with this cloth, and there's the original seat underneath. And oh my gosh, this foam, look at it. It's just... Okay, what's the rear seat? Here's the front seat. They did the same thing with this black stuff on it, black seat cover. They tried to keep this seat in pristine condition. As you can see, it didn't do its job. Yeah, so this thing was a brute to get out. Got it out. I think it only mounts in 4 spots. So, anyway, underneath here is a heater. Check that out. A plug here. I don't even know if it works. I guess I can try and hook power to it and see what happens. See if what stuff blows out of here. But this is an under seat heater that they put in these cars, and I'm gonna rip it out. I don't need that. I'm in Florida. I barely use heat anyway. And this thing doesn't have AC or anything in it. When I do get to that point, I'm gonna put like a vintage air or whatever, some kit, and I'll see if they have heat. Maybe I can get one with the heat, and then same deal. But I don't really use heat that often anyway. So the way this thing is supposed to work is there's like a radiator around here, and it has coolant hoses, goes from the engine, pumps through here, goes through one side of the radiator, and the other through the outside of the radiator. Probably guess maybe like a heat exchanger. And so it takes the hot air from the engine, hot fluid from the engine, puts it here, and then you turn this on and it blows it up. So that's how that works. Well, I'm sorry. What I think happens is it sucks the air in here. This is the intake, and it blows it out these vents here, and there's a vent on the other side over there. But I don't even know if it works. It's got to go. And then this. I want to clean all this floor up. Actually, the floor is in better shape than I thought. I was going to order a whole floor pan, but I don't think I need to. I want to get this up, clean all this up. Looks like just the fronts might need a floor. And then I'm going to see if I can pull all this junk off. It's just falling off anyway on the insulation. Pull all that off. And yeah, I don't know. And then somehow I got to get that seat out. This doesn't look like it's bolted. Looks like this was, oh, it's slid in on a clip right here, and then probably somewhere on the top. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm gonna get gloves on. Oh, it's probably just asbestos. We'll be okay. And that's it. I don't know, man. I think maybe I'll just get new seals. I'll get the interior done, and I'll get new seals. Maybe that'll be enough. And then the outside, I'm gonna paint the outside so it's just one color. But I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll try to. Maybe I'll pull out some dents because that's kind of fun. But repairing the rust and everything, it's just gonna be an ending. It's a non-stop battle. I mean, this hood. Holy cow! I'm gonna fix this right here. It's barely held on the fender, so I'm gonna get a piece of metal, grind all this up, get a piece of metal, and fix it there. And a dent in the hood and the roof. I'm gonna fix that dent. I'll bang that out. I could just bang it out from the inside. That'll be easy. But I think the plan is some kind of paint on here. Not anything shiny because it'll show all the imperfections. But something looks beat up, and I think I want to do like a nice white. Because this top is, besides this one dent, it's in pretty good shape. And do the top with a nice color, like a gloss white, pearl white or something. And the rest will be shoddy looking. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh. So I was telling you I had those seats out of 2000 Silverado, Chevy Silverado. So here it is, just thrown in here. It looks really tall, right from here to here, but I measured it and it's like 31 inches. From the ground, or whatever, to the floor, not 31, I'm sorry. And it's like 13 inches. And then I measured the one that was in here, the original one, and it's the same height. It doesn't look like it. So if you measure there, that's right about there, to there, it's about the same, 13 inches. So one thing people were saying was, oh, it's gonna be too tall. Well, it's not that part that's tall. And I think it's this part that makes it tall. And I don't know, sitting in there, it does make you feel like you're, well, I can't compare the other seats. The other seats are shot, right? You sit down there and you just sink right in them. These, you don't sink down. And it feels like you're sitting really high up. I mean, you can see well, but it feels like you're sitting really high up. And it's getting stuck on all this over here. So all this has come up anyway, because it needs to go over this way more. But the thing I do like is it has seat belts. You know, I mean, I don't know if that's a big deal. I guess I could buy aftermarket seatbelt here, there, and a point there, right? It's not so much of a problem. And armrest. Oh, okay, that's not coming out. And power seats. Is that important? No, I don't think so. I mean, the amount of time I'll be driving this car is, I don't know how much I'm going to be driving. I would like to drive it a lot. And maybe the bench seat might be good. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think this is going to stay in here, this seat. I kind of really, now that I see it in there, I don't think I like it. I think I'm going to forget about the idea of using these seats. This is the cheapest way to go, putting those seats in. I don't know how much it's going to cost to get stuff reupholstered, but the rears need to get reupholstered. So, I don't know. I'm going to take the seat out. I'm going to get the vacuum out, garbage can. I'm going to clean all this junk out of here, rip that heater out, and get the floor as clean as I can. Well, actually, I'm probably going to go up here and scrape all this junk off up on the top here first, let it fall on the ground. But take the seat out, and then vacuum it, see what I have under here. If I have to order patch panels, this way I can order patch panels. And I want to fix the floor first. I don't know if I'm going to put, I guess maybe I could put carpet. I don't know. See what happens. I'll fix the floors. And maybe Dynomat. I don't know how much I should go into this thing. I want to drive it. So maybe paint the floors. That's what I'll do. Clean it all up, paint the floor, fix the floors, paint them, and just leave them like paint them with like some thick rhino liner kind of stuff. That might be a good idea. And then get the seats reupholstered, put the seats in, get the door seals, and I can maybe drive it. I don't know how the dash comes out. I've seen people take the dashes out. On these old cars, it's probably, I was just going to say it's probably pretty easy, but I'm just looking at this bolt right here. That's what you think it is. Unscrew that. I don't know how much other stuff you have to unscrew. I attached some wires to it. Oh, the other side doesn't look too bad though. I think maybe I'll just sand it right here and paint it on in the car. We'll see what happens. I mean, the gauges are all shoddy anyway. What I would like to do though, I took the original radio out of here. I don't really care about having a radio in here. Maybe I had a '69 Buick and had a dial, a post radio, and it said Buick on it. I think that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll just get that radio and just stick it in there. Here's the heater control. Nothing happens. But there used to be a big speaker back here, and I would like to have like maybe this whole thing come down or part of this come down. I've seen it before. And have like a iPad, tablet, something in here for directions and maybe some hidden radio control. But I'm also fine with just getting one of those portable speakers and just throwing it in here. I don't know. I'm trying to see, where is the radio? I'm looking for the radio. I took it out and put it somewhere. Show you how big that sucker is. Oh, there it is down here. This is all my parts for the Buick. So I have, see, these are I think these are mostly all door panels. Original spindles, front, rear stuff, bunch of, I don't know what, an extra headlight, door interior pieces. And here's the original radio. So this is a whole speaker box. I'm pretty sure there's like tubes in here. Oh, and you see this does say Buick on it. Yeah, this thing's a beast. This thing's never going back in. But I mean, just this top part is top part right here is the actual radio. So if I get the 69 Buick one, I like how it says Buick. That's what I like. And maybe I can put that in there, just right in the front on the top. Never mind with a speaker. I don't know, just for looks, just to fill the hole in. Okay, that's enough talking about all that. I'm just gonna start doing stuff. Let me get to work.
Look. It's shaking. It was shaking.
It's fine. All right, so off the roof. Well, I got all the stuff off the roof, mostly. I swept up inside here to see what we got. The back floor pans look like they're pretty good. It's just the front. We're trying to take this whole thing out. This, whatever this is, out. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna take that out too. But the some of the screws are stripped out. So I really just need 2 front floor pans, and that should take care of it. Woo! Spray some WD on there. Where'd you get it off?
I got it off.
Oh, nice. So yeah, we're these screws are stuck in there. Yep. So we're having to drill them out. What does this say? Look at that, says 5070 series 12 volt. Nice. Wonder if it's worth anything. We can't get the screw out over on that side over there by his yeah, right there. So we're gonna hammer and chisel it out. So no, put it straight. Put it on. Let me come in there. Let me show you where to put the chisel right here, like this, and then hammer it that way. No. You put your other hand on the chisel. And
I can't do this.
yeah, you can.
I don't want to. I don't want to bang my fingers.
All right. Well, you have to be careful. You want to bang like at an angle. Going? You want to just knock that head off. Let's see. Let's see where you're at. Wow. Didn't even move. All right.
Yeah,
you film.
did. I'll film.
I bang. Look at that. I'll show you.
Hold on, one guys.
See, like this on an angle? You just want to knock the head off. See? Oh, wow, the whole screw came out.
Let's go through the shop. Let's get the drill. Nope, not this one. And this one.
That was a ground. Huh. Loosening. Yep. Got that one off?
Yep.
Nice. You going?
Yeah.
Got it over here. Let's see what's under here. What else is holding this? Oh, there's another screw over here. Alright, now let's see. Oh, there's some wire holding it. Alright, something is holding, oh, this wire here. Holding it.
Do you want me to go get cutters?
Nope. There we go, I just broke it. Oh, it disconnected. Quick disconnect. There you go, there's this piece. Oh, so here's the radiator. See the hot radiator fluid. Engine coolant comes in here, goes through, it's all hot, and it comes out and goes back to the engine. How's this thing come off now? There's hoses on it somehow on the bottom. I think there'd be a hole in the floor. Yep. Cut the hoses underneath. Yeah, if you want to see this, Get in here.
Look at those creatures, bro. What are those?
You found the creatures still again?
Yeah, look.
Oh yeah, there they are. Oh look, food's coming out from 1953. It says hoses.
If you know what those are, leave them in the comments below.
Yeah, see that hose right there? I'm gonna cut that hose. It won't come out. Okay, here we are. It's a lot worse than I thought. We got this thing out. Now there's another hole in the floor. This front was definitely repaired before. I don't know what they put, this like tar stuff on here. There's all different sections. There's a piece here, there's a piece here. I put this piece because there was a hole already there. That's just all holes there. You can see they just put this in there. There's actually a screw. They screwed it in and then gooped that stuff on there. So I don't know what that stuff is they put on there, but that's how they fixed it. I mean, there's more holes, more holes. If I take this off, I'm sure there's more holes in there. The back, I don't know if it was replaced before. It had all this black tar-like stuff stuck. You can see all in these little grooves. Saying like it's still in there and it couldn't get it out. Well, I could, but I'm not gonna sit there for hours. But there's like a lip here. So I don't know if this is a patch panel. I don't know what the deal is. Right here, this part right here is a separate piece. And then over here is another piece. So I don't know what the heck happened. And then same deal over here. Maybe that's how they made it. And then you got holes, random holes in places. I don't know what that is. This is all gone. There's a big hole here. This was you can see it was patched. I don't know if this was patched, this tunnel. I don't see why it would be. It has a rib in it. It doesn't look like that. Looks original. But once again, this is all this tar stuff all over the place, covering everything up. So I don't. And then there's a hole right there, and then the roof. So that's that. I'm gonna see about getting the seats just thrown back in there temporarily. I'm probably gonna go and get this reupholstered and get that reupholstered. I'm thinking about just doing cloth. I think getting them done in nice leather is gonna be a lot more than having them done in cloth. So they need all new foam. It's gonna be expensive enough. And then the rear one, this, and then I gotta get the back seat out. I don't know how that comes out. Somehow, I didn't even try. I forgot to vacuum all up there. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for. You want to join?
Yep.
What do you want to say?
That'll be it for today. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on the post notifications, and peace out.
Thanks, guys. Subscribe. See ya.